So this is the beautiful beaded bag we will be making today, and I thank you for joining me for this tutorial. And I'm going to teach you step by step on how to make one. It's very simple, beautiful, and easy to make. Let's get into the video. Hello, and thank you for joining me again for this tutorial. In front of me over here, I have two different types of pearls. I have these plastic pearls over here, and I have berry bead. They are all in size 10 millimeter, okay? Both are in size 10 millimeter. So my beading line today is in size 50 pound, okay? And here is my cutter to cut any loose thread. Let's start with 6 bead. I'm going to put all these 6 bead on the line. Okay, I'm stringing it on the line like this. I string all the 6 bead on the line. I'm going to hold the last one and cross my right line into it and pull down. Okay, like this. We have a ring of 6 beads. This is how it looks like. Now the line split into two. Here's my right, here's my left. Okay, now on my left line I add 5 bead on the left line. Hold the last one and cross with the right line like this. Hold the ends together and pull the bead down. Now we have 2 rings done. Now my right line into the next bead, this one. I'm pulling through the next bead, and this is how it looks like. So now on my left line, I'll be adding 4 bead to my left line. Okay, add the 4 bead on the left line like this, 4 bead. Okay, now I'm holding the last one, cross with my right line and pull. Again, my right line into the next bead, pull through the next bead, and on my left line I'm adding 4 bead to my left line. Okay, I'm holding the last bead. Now cross the last bead with my right line and pull down. Now my right again into the next bead, this bead over here, the next bead. Right, now my left line, I'm adding 4 bead again to my left line. Hold the last one, cross with the right line and pull. My right line into the next bead, pull through the next bead like this. And now on my left line, still I add 4 bead to my left line, cross with the right line and pull down. Okay, my right line into the next 2 bead, this 2 bead over here. I'm going to pull my right line through the 2 bead. Okay, this 2 bead over here, this is the first bead and this is the second one. All right, you see where the line is coming through. Now your line should be like this in this stage. Okay, this 3 bead, I'm going to add 3 bead to my left line like this. Hold the last one, cross with the right line and pull down. Again, my right into the next bead. I'm pulling through the next bead, and on my left line I add 4 bead to my left line. You see these corners over here, all these corners are going to take 5 beads. Okay, but don't worry about the count, just follow the tutorial and you'll be fine. Okay, all these corners, we are going to drop 5 bead on the corners. Okay, so now I add 4 bead to my left line, hold the last one, cross with the right line and pull my right into the next bead. Okay, you see this contains 6 bead. Okay, this ring over here, when you count it, is 6 bead. Now the next one is going to take 5 bead. So I pull through the next bead. On my left line, I add 3 bead to my left line. Okay, 3 bead like this. Now I hold the last one and cross with my right line and pull my right line into the next 2 bead. Pull through 2 bead. Okay, And on my left line, I add 3 beads to my left line. Cross with the right line and pull. My right line into the next bead. I pull through the next bead. And on the left line, I add 3 beads to the left line. Hold the last one and cross with the right line and pull. My right into the next 2 beads, okay? Next 2 beads. This is the first bead and this is the second one, okay? Pull through 2 beads. And on the left line, I add 3 beads to the left line. Hold the last one, cross with the right line and pull down. My right into the next bead. This one I'm pulling through 1 bead, alright? My left, I add 3 beads to the left line, cross with the right line and pull. My right line into the next 2 beads. Pull through 2 beads and add 3 beads to the left line, okay, like this. Hold the last one and cross with the right line and pull. My right into the next bead. And I'll be adding 3 beads to the left line. Hold the last one, cross with the right and pull into the next 2 beads. Pull through the next 2 beads. So my left line, I add 3 beads again to my left line, cross and pull. My right into the next bead. Pull through the next bead and add 3 beads to the left line, cross and pull down into the next 2 beads. My right line, I'm pulling through the next 2 beads. Okay, and I'm adding 3 beads to the left line like this. Hold the last one, cross with the right and pull. And here we are about to complete this step. My right into the next 2 beads. I'm pulling through 2 beads. Okay, and this is how your line should look like in the bead. Now my left line, I add 2 beads to my left line. Hold the last one and cross it with the right line and pull down. And now we complete this step, okay? And this is how your weave should look like if you complete this step. So over here, I'm just going to make a knot over here in between these 2 beads and then we continue. I'm just tying a knot over here and we continue, okay? And now this is how it looks like, very pretty, very rounded already. This is how my line is in between these 2 beads, alright? So I'm going to hold my left line and pull back through the bead to reposition my line again, okay? Like this. And this is how the line should look like in 1 bead. Like this, it's in this bead, okay? 1 bead. Now my left line, we are going to go around this shape and build on it, alright? On my left line, I'm adding 2 berry beads and in between I put pearls like this, okay? Now I cross with my right line and pull down. My right line into the next bead. Pull through the next bead and add 2 beads to the left line, so 1 pearl before the berry bead, okay? Cross with the right line and pull. And now into the next bead again with my right line, I'm adding 1 pearl first before the berry bead, okay? Like this. Cross with the right line and pull. Into the next bead, 2 beads to the left line, okay? I'm adding berry bead and pearl. Cross with the right line and pull down. My right line again into the next bead. And on my left line, I'm adding pearl and berry bead like this, okay? I hold the berry bead, cross with my right line and pull. So this is so we are going to repeat on this stage. We are going to go through 1 bead and add 2 bead to our left line. Round the shape until we complete, okay? Now I'm about to complete this one, alright? I'm going to pull through the last bead over here. So these two beads, I'm going to pull my line through these two beads over here. This is my last bead, and this bead on the side over here. Okay, I pull my line through, and this is how the line should look like in your work, like this, in 3 beads. All right, so over here the number of beads we need is only one purl, cross and pull, like this. And now we complete this step 2, and I'm tying a knot over here again in between these 2 beads, like this. Okay, and this is how it looks like. I'm going to hold the left one and pull back into the purl to reposition my line. All right, and my line is in 1 bead, like this. The line remain in 1 bead. Okay, this is how the shape looks like. Now my left line, I'm adding 3 beads to the left line. Hold the last one, cross with the right line and pull. Okay, we are going to build on this one. My right into the next bead. I'm pulling through the next bead. Add 2 beads to the left line, cross with the right line and pull down. My right line into the next bead. Pull through the next bead and add 2 beads to the left line. This is my left line. I'm adding 2 beads on it, like this. Cross with the right line and pull. Okay, this is how it's looking like. So my right line again into the next bead, and I'm adding 2 beads to the left line. Cross with the right line and pull down. Into the next bead, I'm pulling my right line again into the next bead. I add 2 beads to the left line, cross with the right line and pull. And we are going to repeat this round the shape until we complete. Over here, I'm going to step up and create another row. So I'm adding 2 beads to my left line, cross and pull. Okay, I'm going to pull through the last bead and the one on the side. Pull the right line through the last bead and this one on the side. Okay, so over here the number of beads we need to complete this, and this is how your line should look like in the bead. Okay, in 3 beads. We need only 1 bead to complete this step. Okay, like this. And now we step up and we are going to continue round again, make another row. So on my left line, I'm adding 3 beads to my left line, like this. Cross with the right line and pull down. Into the next bead, my right line into the next bead. And add 2 beads to the left line, cross with the right line and pull. My right line again into the next bead. Like this. I add 2 beads to the left line, cross and pull. Continue the same way round the shape until you complete, and I'll be right back. Now I'm about to complete this one. Okay, this is how it looks like. This is how the second layer look like. So as you can see, I add 2 beads to my right line. Okay, I cross with my left line and pull, so we can make another row on top of this. So I leave like, look here, 1 2 3 4. I leave 4 beads in between over here. Okay, this is our opening for the bag, and we are going to go ahead and make another row on this one 2 times. Okay, we are going to make 2 rows on top of this one. So because my line is very short over here, I'm going to weave it back and start the row with a new fresh line. Okay, so I'm weaving back into the bead and trim it off. This is my new line that I cut. I'm going to go into this bead, okay, the top bead over here, this first bead over here, and I'm adding 3 pearls on my line. Okay, cross with the right line and pull. The same way we did for the first and second row, we are going to continue the same way. I pull my right line into the next bead, and on my left line I add 2 beads to the left line, cross and pull, like this. Okay, now my right line again into the next bead, add 2 beads to the left line, cross with the right line and pull down. And I'll be repeating this. I'm going to repeat this off camera. I'll go round the shape and do 2 layers, okay, 2 rows on it with the pearls. I'm going to go round and add 2 rows with the pearls. This is how it looks like. Very pretty already, very beautiful. And this is only one side, so we have to make 2 of these, okay? This is the second one that I made. Okay, you have to make the same size like how you made the first one, and we put both together and join. Here is my line that I cut. I'm going to pull through this bead, okay? And now I'm pulling my line through the first bead over here. So now on this line, I'm going to add 1 bead to the line, and I'm going to come through the edge bead again on the second piece, okay? Like this. And this is how it should look like. This is what it should look like. I'm going to take 1 burr bead, cross both ends of my line into it like this, and pull down. Pull it down. Now my right line, this is my right into the next bead. I'm pulling through the next bead like this, and on my left line, I pull through the next bead. I take 1 bead, cross both ends of my line into it, and pull down, okay? Again, I'm going to pull my right line into the next bead, pull through the next bead. My left line, I pull through the next bead. I take 1 bead, cross both ends of my line into it, and pull my right into the next bead, my left line into the next bead. Okay, like this. This is how it looks like. I take 1 bead, cross both ends of my line into it, and pull down into the next bead, into the next bead on the left side. Okay, now I take 1 bead, cross both ends of my line into it, and pull. And this is what it looks like. This is what I'm going to repeat round until both pieces are joined together. This is what it looks like. Very pretty and beautiful. I'm almost about to complete, and this is what it looks like. I'll do the rest off camera and now be right back. Look at how beautiful it looks like. Very, very pretty. This is a 14mm I used to join it. And this is what it looks like if it completes. Alright, if you put both pieces together, this is how it looks like. Very pretty and beautiful. Now we just have to add handle to our bag, and this is what I made with metallic gold bead and the berry bead, okay? And this is what I'm going to use. You can choose to use any type of handle that you like, okay? And I'm going to hook it on it, and I'm going to show you how we would do that. It's very beautiful. This is a very beautiful handle that I made. We are going to hook it like this, okay? Let me measure it and see. Here is my line that I cut, okay? I'm going to pull my line through this bead, one of the edge bead. Pull through like this. And I'm going to add 1 bead on each side of my line. 1 berry bead on the left, 1 berry bead on the right side of the line. Like this, okay? Now, on the back, this is the bead I'm going to cross my line into. Like this, and I'm going to hold both ends of my line and tie nice and neat in between 2 beads, okay, like this. And I'm going to hold 1. I'm going to come through this bead, okay? We have to secure the line. I'm going to go through that bead, come up into this bead. All right, and now I'm going through the metallic gold bead, and I'm going to weave the line all the way back into the metallic gold bead. And this one, I'm going to pull through the pearl. I'm going to go down through this pearl right here, okay, into this. I'm weaving on the design that we make, okay? Now I'll weave back into the bead. Make sure it's well secured enough before I trim it off. And we are going to secure the second handle on the bead too. This is the bead that we are going to attach our handle on. Okay, so here is the bead over here. Here's my line. I'm going to pull through the edge bead as we did for the first one, like this, and I'm going to add one bead on each side of my line. Add to the left line and add to the right line, like this. And now, and this like this. Okay, your line should look like this and the bead. So now I'm going to pull my line into this bead over here. Okay, and I'm going to hold both ends of my line and tie like how we did for the first one. Okay, pull and pull tight, nice and neat. Make sure your handle is on this line, the second line over here. That is where it should emerge in. Okay, so it can look pretty and beautiful. And this line too, I'm just going to hold it and weave it back into the bead before I trim it off. And we are going to do the same thing on the second side over here to hook the second handle. And here is the second one I made, and we are going to attach it on the second side, this side of the bag. All right, the same place we attached the first one, we are going to attach the second handle like this. And there you have it. We are done with our beaded bag, beaded purse or clutch. It looks pretty and beautiful. Look how pretty and elegant this beaded bag look like. Very beautiful. So if you have charm or you have any chain to hook on it, feel free to do that to make it look beautiful. I thank you for watching. I thank you for your time. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on your notifications for new videos that I'll be uploading so you don't miss on it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.